Well, hey everybody. Hi air signs. How are you today? This is a reading for you. Messages coming through February 21st and 22nd. I am doing this reading on 02202020. And that's significant because the zeros are about the God protection, and twos are the relationship are the numbers of relationship, right? The two of us. It's also the High Priestess, so it's a relationship to yourself. The channeling part of this reading. Channeled message for those who need to hear it. It is important to balance yourself as much as you focus on the relationship. Spend as much time or more time even focusing on balancing yourself. Okay? A lot of times people spend a lot of time and effort on balancing the relationship. And that's true, but if you're balanced in yourself, that is going to go far in terms of balancing the relationship. Okay, so that's an important message for you today on 02202020. Lots of zeros, lots of twos. Important to note the numerological significance of certain days. Yes. Open to infinite possibility. Blah, blah, blah. Open to infinite possibility, the starfish. Florida, heading to Florida. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Being open, taking a leap of faith, sweet results await. Woo! That makes me happy. That is a beautiful way to start this reading. It's all about trusting the divine, trusting that there is a plan, and being open to that, taking action on that behalf, even if just that action is not resisting. Okay, it's important to do that right now. The bee spirit, sweet results await. Let's see where we're going with you. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Feel free to swap around the characters here. The intention is what is ahead, what is going on. Want to get to the bottom of this, something like that. But I feel like there's not a lot of resistance here. I'm just feeling like the messages are about walking into that feeling of openness, balance, right? Six of Pentacles underneath. The importance of doing that, balance. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, wow, Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, Devil energy right in the middle here. Six of Wands, overcoming that. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, Nine of Cups, World, Nine of Swords. So interesting. There's definitely an opportunity here. I feel like the Devil and this Nine of Cups here can indicate some kind of addiction or some kind of excess. Trying to do too much. Somebody here is trying to do too much. The Nine of Swords, I just want to, Queen of Pentacles, Wheel, Six of Cups, one more please, Queen of Wands. Okay, so the Nine of Swords, I'll start at the end. Here, this Nine of Swords is really the anxiety, stuff's bothering you, not having good night's sleeps, things like that. But it really is all in your own head, okay? And the Devil energy, 15 goes to 6 in numerology. So the Devil energy of the 15 is the number of excess. All right. It's anything in the excess is going to be inherently negative or inherently not healthy. Okay, and it's really like you're doing that to yourself, okay? So the Devil energy, it's funny because I was just reading about the Devil energy this morning as a numerological exercise, the 15 going to 6. 6 is the number of of lovers, balanced energy. This is imbalanced energy, the inverse of it, because it's about too much. Too much. There's something here that's too much. And the good news here is that I'm seeing the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the Wheel, moving things forward into something more balanced. Another 6 number. So we're getting 6 here, 6 of Pentacles as a give and take. Give and take needs to be balanced here. I feel like somebody is doing too much. Somebody here is doing too much. It's going to get balanced because the person is, one of you is going to, I don't know, freak out, but be kind of, have a hard time, right? We got 9s here, right? The 9 of Cups, very satisfying, self-satisfied. It's also the number of a little bit of selfishness or getting everything you want and then still having it not be enough. That's the excess number. So that, and another 6 here. So we've got 666, 666. Again, associated with the devil of doing too much. I'm going to get clarity around that. The other person here, 2 of Pentacles, is balancing 2 things. And it's about balancing, okay, we got Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. It's about balancing the financial needs of life or the financial demands of life, however you're looking at it, with passion, with love, with connection, soul connection. Because the devil energy is karmic energy, but it's soulmate energy. So the 2 of you may be in this situation of doing too much. Somebody is doing too much, and it needs to be balanced. The other person may need to be offering more, a more financial, or it doesn't need to be money, okay? Pentacles are also about spending time, also about spending time and treasure doing things, making things real, making things tangible. Ace of Wands is an offer of passion, right? So these are potentials that the person needs to proffer, kind of a thing. I feel like it is moving in the right direction. We're going to take a look in the extended. I see Sagittarian and Capricornian energy here. Sag, in the sense of the fire signs, Sag, Aries, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, because the fire and earth are what is represented here. And one of you is balancing earth, okay? The other one is trying to balance fire. So there's too much passion and there's too much earth, right? There's too much focus on money, too much, and the other person is too much focus on passion. So it doesn't need to kind of split evenly along those lines. It can be you vacillate into focusing on money and financial needs, concerns, whatever, and then focusing back into the passion of the relationship, right? There's this kind of push me, pull you energy here. And it's going to cause you, I feel like this is causing you both stress. It may have been fun. This relationship may have started out as fun. And because the devil is also about mirth and joy and laughter and fun and, just really enjoying each other. But anything in excess is going to have a negative impact. So in order to balance this relationship, both of you need to give equal parts attention. And I like that this is a feminine energy. Equal parts of attention to the financial needs or the physical needs of the relationship and the passionate needs or the the moving things forward, right? The Queen of Wands and the King of Wands take action. That's about moving things forward. Passion is a motivating force to move things forward. The earth energy is about grounding it and making it real. So to me, this is about putting some feminine energy that's more yin energy in things, yang energy, too much action, too much outward action, and the other person, too much grounded action, right? Those things need to be balanced. So whoever is doing the balance, or the too much earth energy, you know who you are, needs to balance it with fun and joy and mirth. Whoever's doing too much focus on the passion needs to balance it with grounding. That's very interesting. And I do feel like this is a lesson along the way. This is a life lesson along the way of this couple, of this two people. So if you are, you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could be dealing with a fire sign, or you could be channeling this earth energy or channeling this fire sign yourself, right? It's not about, and then at the end, at the very end here, we finally see air, all right? And this is about kind of reconciling this in your brain and being like, okay, we're focused too much on work, or we're focused too much on passion. You know, it's getting out of hand. It's getting out of control. It's too much. It's overwhelming. And so we'll take a look at the antidote to that, or what happens here. But I do feel, I like this Six of Wands right after the Devil. It's overcoming this situation because you guys are finally like getting your head around it, right? You guys are finally like saying it out loud and being like, you know what, this feels like excess to me. It feels like too much of something, not enough of something else. And the World energy is an ending to a cycle and a beginning to a new cycle. So let's see where we go with this. If you'd like to continue on with me, the balancing energy is the thing that needs to be happening here. I do feel like the take a leap of faith is the sprightly energy, more air energy, and the starfish is more water energy. So you see how all the four elements would come into play here as we move toward spring, as we move toward March 21st. I know this is mid-February, but I am feeling a little bit of a rebirth. Okay, a rebirth happening here. This reminds me of the birth chart, right? The round birth chart that you see. And it's sort of like, let's look and see how we're balancing our energies. Because I feel like you're definitely with the Devil right in the center here, and the Two and the Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. You see how the balancing nature of this is kind of like, they're both a little off, right? The Two of Pentacles has one foot in the air. The Seven of Wands looks overwhelmed, right? There's too much excess, too much of something. Too much of something here. So we need to get it back to the person who's too much passion or too much wand energy needs to ground. The person with too much earth energy needs to light a fire. And I love that there's water and air here too. All the four elements. Same with the Wheel of Fortune. All the four elements need to come into play. Okay, I'm going to keep going with this. If you'd like to continue on, blocks to love, actions to take, and let's see where we go with this. I'm going to get some specific advice for you, and I'm going to look at the fire signs and the earth signs. Okay? All right. Link is below for you. I'll see you.